Welcome to Episodic. I'm Andrea Allen,
I'm John F. O'Donnell.
and we talk about having bipolar disorder constantly and forever and endlessly within the framework of our different mental health episodes. I think that's right.
Yeah, it's certainly part of our identity. It's certainly an interesting part of my identity that I'm somewhat obsessed with, but we talk about it. Because what else are we going to talk about?
Yeah.
You know, it's the most interesting, intense, wild experiences. But also, we want to, we expand the scope. We talk about just mental health in general. We try to use comedy to destigmatize it. That's our lane.
Superheroes.
Yeah.
We're kind of the best people you've ever met.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about now some deviant things that us bipolar people do, which is risky sexual behavior.
Ooh la la, let's get into it. Waka waka.
Ah.
You didn't comment on my shirt though.
I'm so sorry. What compliment would you like for your shirt today, Sean?
This is okay. As you listeners may or may not know, I have quite the collection of graphic T-shirts.
Yes, it's John's crown jewel in life that he has, and you do have a great collection of graphic tees.
They are amongst my prized possessions.
Yes. If you die, who do the graphic tees go to?
I haven't figured out the lineage yet of where they go.
Dude,
I think I'm going to get really specific about it.
Yeah?
One shirt per person with intentionality, decided who gets what.
handwritten letter.
Handwritten letter. You must wear this well.
Okay, what shirt would I get? Like top of your dome. What are you thinking I'm getting?
Wow. Oh, that's tough. I mean, initially the thing that came to mind was like, I'll give you Sinead.
Yeah, you got to give me
You
Sinead.
get the Sinead O'Connor T-shirt.
It's one of your best. I would be honored.
It's a beautiful shirt. And we talked about Sinead at length in episode 3 of Episodic. If you haven't heard that yet,
Yeah.
check it out. I had a manic episode where I thought me and Sinead were working together to save the world. No big deal.
Sure. And
Yeah.
I got to hear all about it, and I got to learn. I had learned some things about Sinead O'Connor in my research, like around that episode. Cool bitch.
Very cool.
I'd be honored.
Super cool, yeah. And I think you would wear it well.
Thank you.
With this shirt, this is a fractal from the Mandelbrot set.
What is that?
So basically, it's a type of fractal that was found by this guy named Benoit Mandelbrot in the early
French?
80s. No, he wasn't French. He was German.
Okay.
And basically, with his fractals, he put a mathematical formula into a computer, kept increasing the numbers, and then miraculously it created this imagery.
You have told me about this before.
I got obsessed with fractals.
Yeah.
When I was manic in 2008, I watched this documentary called The Colors of Infinity.
Oh my God.
Spelled in the British, Colours.
And Canadian.
And the Canadian.
Yeah.
Spelled in the Canadian.
In the
and
Royal Canadian language.
The British.
Uh-huh.
And it's on YouTube, The Colors of Infinity. It is so amazing. It's narrated by Arthur C. Clarke, the dude who wrote 2001 Space Odyssey. The soundtrack is done by David Gilmour from Pink Floyd. It's like tripped out, and you're learning about math at the same time.
That sounds like a good... I'm going for a little vacation next week. I'm going to be honing in on these fractals.
Yeah, and I watched that documentary like 8 times in a row, manic.
Yeah, sure.
Throughout, like in the night into the day. And then I was just so spun out because what's so interesting about these things, these fractals, no matter how much you zoom in, it never loses its resolution and the patterns keep changing. So
That's
it's actually
fucking
infinity in the
crazy.
second dimension. And then when you add colors based on the speed with which the formulas are cycling, it creates all this imagery that imitates things you see in nature. It's mind-blowing.
It's like when you learn about like crazy shit that happened. I mean, this is nature in a way, right? I guess. But like when you watch nature documentaries and it's like, this fish survives off of like X amount of whatever, and it's developed like a crazy head that catches like all the things that nature does to survive. And it's so, and you're like, how does it know? Does God do it? Does it do it? Like,
what's going on here?
Hey, in the words of Sinead, no, it's not. It's no for non-blondes, but what's going on?
Yeah. I love that song too.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. But
and I pray Oh my God, do I pray? I pray every single day for a revolution.
You gotta get a shirt with that, with four
non-blondes. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I'll add that to my collection. My graphic tee collection. It keeps me young. It keeps me young.
We're totally young and cool, right?
Yeah, we're awesome. So yeah, I mean, all right, let's talk about some ooh la la.
Well, congrats on your T-shirt.
Thank you. Did I never talk to you about this before?
I'm remembering that you had
because
talked about this.
Certain people who were around me during that particular episode, they know if I'm talking too much about fractals, it's like an issue.
It's like a Goofy Grapes
It's
indicator.
a Goofy Grapes scenario. Yeah. Listen back, listeners, to learn about Goofy Grapes, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
We can't get into it now. We have to talk about Andrea's reckless sexcapades.
You also get into this stuff too, so I'd like to.
I do.
I'd like to talk to you about some of your funner adventures, but. So we talked about COVID. You went off the rails during COVID, and I did too, but in a more, I guess, in a less dire way. I was acting out, but still kind of like keeping it together, I guess, kind of. But one of the markers of bipolar disorder, I think, is risky sexual behavior, right?
Yes, it can be. It absolutely can be.
It's definitely on the checklist.
Yeah, all sorts of risky behaviors, including risky sexual behavior I think it might even be one right in the DSM-5.
Yeah. How cool is it to be diagnosed to be fucking cool as shit? To be a cool, slutty, fun person.
You've been diagnosed to be cool and sensual and just getting
laid.
down.
Yeah.
You've been diagnosed that you get too down too quickly with strangers.
Yeah, picked up a few STIs in the 20s, you know, who amongst us?
That's just living, baby.
That is good, unclean living.
Yeah.
And, I wouldn't take it back. But during the pandemic, so I was like, obviously in the beginning, I was single during that time. I just got out of a breakup. I wasn't dating or hooking up with anybody. There are people who were, and I'm like, you're a monster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, you are so pathetic that you can't not have sex at like the risk of other people for like try a month.
Yeah.
There are people, I mean, all the people who were like going out, hooking up. I'm like, you do not care about yourself and others. You are a fucking monster. And I got COVID early on. And so, but I was like, I'm not playing around. And then I think like maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 months in, people were starting to do like park dates and stuff like that. I don't know if you remember.
I was in Jersey for a good part of the pandemic. So I was just like hanging out with my brother and my mom. And
not trying to lay pipe.
Not trying to get down. And then luckily there was like a park kind of like nearby.
Oh yeah, weren't you like working out on like the playground gym?
We were playing basketball.
Yeah. John, good at basketball.
yeah. Little known fact.
Against all
Wouldn't
odds.
think it. Against all odds.
Yeah.
I got a sweet jump shot.
You do. Listen, don't underestimate the small but mighty.
Yeah. I've been exercising. I've been going to the gym. Up to 22 push-ups.
Crazy.
But anyway, go ahead.
Shout out to John for his graphic t-shirt and his 22 push-ups.
I'm really derailing things.
Kind of a stud. No, it's okay.
Well, I mean, I have to look good in my graphic t-shirt.
Right. Yeah, you can't look like a slob.
I'm working on to be slightly less of a doughy bitch.
It's hard, man. It's hard.
But I'm on my fitness journey.
The 30s and 40s, it starts to get a little tough. But
yeah.
But I can imagine 50s and 60s is a nightmare. But we're still alive. Anyways, so we were starting to like do park dates. I was doing like I had like some fuck buddies from before who were like, responsible people that I trusted. So we'd like get tested for COVID, like show each other the negative test and then hook up. And so I like started to hook up with people.
Nothing sexier than that.
I know, right? Getting the fucking swab in your brain. Yeah.
Negative.
I know. We just press our tests together. But also like tragically lonely time.
Sure.
And probably in extended hypomania for months. So horny as hell. And also just this like I was like smoking cigs and stuff. I was just like, you know, we were like, we don't know what's going to happen. Is this the world now? Are we going to be able to do stand up? Are we all going to die? Like, it was a really.
Yeah, there's a lot of unknown stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's really scary.
Some of us, when we're triggered by unknown things, we're like, let's fuck.
Yeah.
And so the wheels started to come off. I started hooking up with a friend, and then I was like, I don't know. I think he might have a girlfriend that he's hiding from me. Whoops.
Yeah.
So then I got on Field. Do you remember Field?
Oh, I know of Field. Is it not a thing anymore?
I guess it. Yeah, no, it is. It is.
Oh, okay.
So Field
I know of Field, but I've never delved into it.
You've never been on Field?
No, maybe I'm not freaky enough.
No,
I
think. Well, so for the virgins listening, Field is a dating app that is catered towards like originally it was called Thrinder. Obviously a threesome ripoff of Tinder.
Yeah.
And I think they got sued like immediately. And so they rebranded to Field. And Field is like kink friendly and like non-monogamy friendly, if that's what you're looking for. You know, just like more open-minded type app. Definitely more of a casual sex app than a relationship app. Everyone who's a fucking weirdo's on there. You know, you got the furries, you got Hasidic Jews sometimes. That's fun.
Oh.
You know, and there's, you know, couples who want to have threesomes. There's a lot of that.
You know, I've done very minimal online dating over the years.
Yeah, you should jump in there.
It seems like such a nightmare.
I mean, it's all a nightmare. I'm not saying jump into online dating unless you want to, but Field, I think, is a good, like, also, like, if you don't live like a conventional quote unquote lifestyle, you know, you're an artist or whatever it may be, like, it's more catered to that type of person. There's cool people on there.
One of the last times that I online dated on Hinge, I met a woman who was looking for someone who was a sub, which I am not, but I pretended to be.
I think I remember this.
I pretended to be a submissive to this dom, and she like gave me tasks to do before I could meet up with her. She made me go to Koreatown.
Get her laundry.
She made me go to Koreatown to get her a red bean paste bun.
I remember this.
And then once I gave her proof that I had acquired it, she gave me her address in Brooklyn Heights. And then I went to Brooklyn Heights, and then she wouldn't let me make out with her, but we like snuggled, and she called me a little piggy, and I had to call her goddess. And then she flashed me her breasts.
Wow.
And then I left. That was the whole thing.
This sucks.
And I was like, online dating sucks.
I mean, that's crazy.
But I'm a comedian, so the whole time I was like, I'm doing it for the story.
It's funny. It's a funny story. And also, like, so there's someone out there that's thrilled to get this lady a red bean pastry and kind of see her tits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and
some little piggies out there for her, for sure.
And yeah, shout out to the little piggies. Also, shout out to women who just get men to like do errands for them. That's so funny.
That is really funny.
But yeah, Field is like definitely a cool. I've met cool people from Field who I consider friends, and so like the other dating apps, I feel like are more relationship focused. Although I met like a finance guy. I wasn't interested in him on Hinge though once. I just like thought he was hot, and then he was like, I'm in finance. And I was like,
yeah.
And then he was like, yeah, I'm kind of just looking for like a casual hookup thing. And I was like, listen, my dude, you're going to want to head over to Field. And he was like, thank you. I'm like, Godspeed.
Yeah.
So kind of should get a sponsorship for Field. I'm really hyping it up. But
You are.
But so, okay. So the first person I met was this guy who grew his nails long.
Yes.
And sharpened them into claws.
Oh, come on now.
Yep. So colloquially amongst my friend group, he was known as Claws.
Claws.
Uh-huh. Cool dude. Seems crazy for me to say. Claws was a cool guy.
Yeah.
I won't use his name, but I'm sure he wouldn't mind. He was involved in Anonymous. You remember Anonymous, that like hacktivist group?
Sure.
And he wasn't lying to me. I like did the research. There was like a doc about Anonymous. He's in there.
Well, I guess he wasn't anonymous enough. You could find him in there.
Sure, yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm sure he was part of it. Yeah,
yeah.
Claws.
So claws, and I was like, you know what? You should meet a man with sharpened down claws at a park in the middle of the night
during the pandemic. Yeah, he might be useful person to have in your corner.
Yeah, dude, get your like X-Men team together.
Yeah, get your superheroes together to survive the post-apocalyptic pandemic.
Okay, claws had a BMW, a cool leather jacket, and fingernails that were sharpened into claws.
Is that true?
Cool, yeah.
He had a BMW?
Yes.
I didn't see that being part of it.
I know, right? It's a wild twists and turns. I'm not sure how you
Claws and a BMW?
Whoa, is this the coolest guy ever?
What is this guy's deal?
He's an interesting character, but would I suggest that you go meet a stranger in the middle of the night?
It was the middle of the night.
Who has weapons on his hands?
Probably not.
Probably not. But
Yeah.
I was like,
That's more of a daytime or never activity.
throw that in the daytime or never
Category.
Yeah. So, but I was like, sounds good. Sounds exciting.
You were hypomanic.
I'm hypomanic.
For sure, yeah.
I want to go put my safety at risk for a sexual payoff. And honestly, we talked for a while, but I wasn't just like, hey, you have knife hands, let's meet up. I was like, let's talk for a little bit. But like, I didn't know.
Yeah.
And so Claus and I met up.
Sorry.
Cool.
It's just funny to hear it like that. But go ahead.
I know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Klaus and I met up.
Me and my friend Claus met up.
It almost sounds like Klaus, but it's Claus.
Yes. It sounds,
Yeah.
It sounds French
Klaus
and fancy.
Schwab, very triggering for me.
Yeah, Klaus Schwab.
I don't want to talk about it.
No,
That's
no,
episode 3. Go ahead.
I mean, he's, Klaus Schwab maybe was an anonymous. He's a, no.
Come
anonymous
on.
Fights
Anonymous
Klaus.
fights Klaus Schwab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Claus against Klaus.
Klaus versus Klaus.
Oh, what a battle I would pay to watch.
Oh, me too.
Klaus would fuck him up.
Dude, now I'm just picturing Klaus just dismantling Klaus. All right. This makes me really happy.
Just slitting his throat with his fucking
Just
long,
with the pinky. Just ding.
Yeah. Great coke nail. Not a person who does drugs or really drinks. I mean, like when you're living the lifestyle where you're like shredding up hoes, you don't need like substances to
That fulfills
to
his
make it
itch?
exciting. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So
Shredding up hose. Go ahead.
I was one of those hoes.
No, I know. It's just funny because the claws and the shredding and the hose.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
So we met up, immediate vibe. Also when you're hypomanic, you just like you're charismatic. They're
Charismatic as fuck.
Yeah, like the sexual energy that's coming off you.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's palpable.
Dude, it's so weird. It's like I have so much more sexual energy when I'm hypomanic.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm so much more, I don't know what it is, but there are people that I've hooked up with or could hook up with that would not hook up with me.
Oh, yeah.
When I'm not hypomanic.
I don't know what
or
it is.
Or even into being manic. But then when I'm manic, I'm so weird and unhinged that then it's not the same.
It starts to be like, oh.
People don't want to be around me.
First it's like, ooh, and then it's like, ooh. Yeah. So it definitely was like, I was standing on my power. I was emitting sexual energy. He's crazy and fun. Instant connection. And he lived in Queens. Like he was from New York. He lived like deep in Queens in like a house. So I took a car to his house again in the middle of the night after like a comedy spot on a rooftop. You know what I mean? It was like, what life are you living right now?
Dude, those rooftop comedy spots were crazy.
You're
during
climbing
the pandemic.
a rickety ladder to the top of a roof to do comedy with several other clinically insane people.
And like 70 audience members.
Yes.
Like people out there packed.
Just
like shoulder to shoulder. Some wearing masks, but still shoulder to shoulder. Where it's like, okay, what are we doing here? And like, you're right. Walking up those stairs to that roof was insane.
Yeah.
But it was like we needed our comedy fix.
And like the J train just behind you.
Yeah.
You being like, dating is weird, and it's like and just like New York's in ruins. Like it was so fucked up.
Yeah.
And crazy.
It was crazy that we were still doing sets. I was doing park shows.
Oh my God. Just fucking talking about cum in front of like a family who's like barely holding on. They're like teaching their kid at home, and this is like their one moment of respite outside.
Yeah.
And there's us just like absolutely demanding attention. So
That was crazy.
yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
So, doing a comedy set on a rooftop of a partially abandoned building, climbing down a rusty ladder, getting in an Uber. Again, pandemic. I guess I was in an Uber with a mask. I'm also this is something that's interesting about, like, I don't know if there's other people who have bipolar disorder and anxiety. I imagine there are, but it's the two wolves situation where the horniness and the risky behavior draw is high enough to overpower the fear of illness. You know, and especially during a pandemic, I'm like, all right, like, we're getting tested. I don't know, but I'm like,
but I'm so horny.
I'm lordy.
But yeah, I mean, especially you and issues you've dealt with.
Yeah.
With
medical
hypochondria.
trauma. Yeah, medical trauma, health
Medical
anxiety.
trauma,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I was like, it's a live or die. Baby's got a nut.
Dude,
we're smoking cigarettes. We're fucking guys with knife hands. It's so bad. I am doing so poorly.
God, you're out of control.
I was out of control. So then I go to his house. His house, he lives with another dude. The other dude was cool. Again, like, thank God these people ended up being cool, because this could have been so fucking bad.
Yeah.
But the house had mannequins everywhere, and I was like, hate that.
Oh, yeah.
Just like mannequins and weird costumes. These guys were like pranky kind of dudes, you know, sort of like perennial 20-year-old kind of energy, you know. But his room certainly had like swords and, you know.
How old is this guy?
Like 40s.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. You know, but like fucking, you know, if you don't want kids, you want to just like live like a child. I live like a child. I'm about it. I'm like,
some people's swords are their kids.
Yeah. He has swords on his hands. He has the sword dropped in a baby blanket. He's swaddling the sword.
He loves his little baby swords.
Yeah. He had cool, weird shit everywhere. It was very like oddities kind of energy.
Okay.
This person is very goth.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's like a name for what the fetish, the claws. It's a fetish that I've never encountered, and I imagine I will never encounter again. Most people haven't heard of it. So, you know, we hook up. Great time. But he's shredding my back.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. I was like, how much of the claws?
Crazy. So he does like a test strip.
Oh, my God.
To see, you know.
Your pain threshold?
Yeah. It's S&M. It's BDSM or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
For sure. And, you know, the adrenaline that's going is crazy, and the pain and the sex, and it's just fucking nuts. So crazy McGee, just covered. I could look like I came out of a wood chipper.
Oh my God. And you're all fucking wired.
Yeah,
you're
like
fucking lit.
Let's fucking bleed.
Oh my
crazy.
It's the pandemic. I'm hypomanic. And I'm bleeding now.
Smoke 50
and
cigarettes.
I'm getting off.
I'm coming. I'm bleeding.
I'm ripping cigs.
Yes, like spiritually, I had like 17 cigarettes in my mouth.
Dude.
I was absolutely risking my life.
So hardcore.
I'm, you know, she's got some miles on her.
That's how I'm going to introduce you to people from now on. Or it's like, oh, Andrew, she's cool. She's got some miles on her.
She's been around.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
She's been with claws.
Yeah.
She's experienced it.
She's had her flesh ripped up by the sharpened down fingernails of a stranger she met on the internet.
I like the idea of someone hooking up with claws and being like, no claws, though.
Right. Tonight, let's just do it regular style.
Just making him wear mittens during.
Don't even think. Don't even think about it.
And he's like, mittens can't contain these.
Rips through
the mittens.
Yeah.
Scratch.
Yeah. You don't know. You also don't notice it. Like, you're not looking for people to have sharpened down claw nails in life. So, you know, if you met him, you don't see it. And then you see it and you're like, whoa. He files them. He keeps them very clean, you know.
Holy moly.
And, you know, we had a good time. He ended up ghosting me for a bit, and I was like, wow, tough. Tough.
That's a tough ghost.
Tough ghost.
Ghosted by the guy with claws.
Yeah, man. I have some miles on me.
That's really funny.
Emotionally. But he came back like a few months later, and I was like, all right, whatever. Like, I'm also just like, again, hypersexual, engaging in risky behavior. I'm also like delusional in a way where I'm like, it's fine, I'll just move on to the net. Like, I'm not really like, oh, I really liked this guy. I do like him as a person. We still chat every once in a while. He wants to do comedy. I'm like, of course you do.
Does everybody want to do comedy?
Don't do comedy. Just,
we're full.
Dude, kill yourself.
And it's going quite poorly for so many of
yes,
us.
Stop.
Why do you want to ruin your life too?
Please don't eclipse me.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, if Claus does comedy, he's so much better than me. I will use his claw to slit my own throat.
No, I will sneak into his bedroom while he sleeps and cut off his claws.
Yeah, oh yeah, and they break sometimes, and it's very upsetting for him. Yeah, I learned a lot about this particular world, but so he came back, but like that was like sort of a in and out thing, cool, crazy. But then so back on field again, chasing the dragon and just loving risking my life. And then I met a girl who was in a couple, again, goths. When I'm horny and hypomanic, it's goth city. There's no regular people in the mix.
Yeah.
Ever.
I feel like you're goth adjacent.
I am goth adjacent. I pop in, I pop out. Yeah, I'm not fully committed to the lifestyle, but
when you get hypomanic, you're more in.
I love them.
Yeah, you're goth.
It's an extreme lifestyle.
Your inner goth energy comes out.
Yeah, big horny goths. Goths are horny people for sure. It's definitely a more sex positive. I think goths are like, it's an alt culture, so I feel like alternative culture or fringe. It's not even that fringe at this point, but like I feel like alt scenes tend to be a little bit more sexually open.
Sure.
So, hey, I'm here to party.
Okay, so you're with this goth.
I met a goth girl on field, and she's like, yeah, me and my boyfriend want to have a threesome. And I'm like, sounds interesting. She has photos with the boyfriend. This guy looked like heroin Jack White. You know, Jack White from the
White Stripes?
From White Stripes. So very malnourished, crazy eyes, but cool. You know
you're
what
like,
I mean?
I'm in.
I was like, I'm fucking in.
Yeah.
You guys live in a warehouse by yourselves. Ah. And like, I would talk to her. She was really cool. She was like an artist, and her stuff was cool, But he was so like. He was a native New Yorker. You know when there's native New Yorkers who are so like, I'm fucking from this city. And it's like, oh my God.
Yeah. It's like so much of their
identity is being born and staying in a place.
Yeah. And then they have contempt if you've come from someplace else.
Right. And it's also like, all right, respectfully, you're like from New York and white. You know what I mean? Like when someone when a black person who grew up in like Bed-Stuy or Crown Heights or whatever, like a neighborhood that has a lot of Black history and or like Harlem, whatever, and then there's white people coming in and like opening up coffee shops and juice bars, and they have this feeling of like we created this culture for ourselves and like had struggles, and now it's kind of like pussified by white people. I'm like, I understand those, and also we're raising the rent.
100%.
That
also, and the newer people who are moving in are not integrating with the community
right,
at
exactly.
all.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They're just
they're like calling the cops on like the community who's been living there for being too loud.
Exactly. So it's like in that scenario, I'm like, totally. You're from New York. We're visitors, or we're not. You know, I understand that dislike of non-native New Yorkers, but these fucking like towny pussies. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Also, I'm like, I moved here when I was a teenager, and like, I left my home city. Like, you're a pussy.
Yeah.
I fucking did it. And yeah, I'm rich, but you don't know that, okay? And like, you're trying to fuck me. Why are you being so mean to me? Like, it was so aggressively, like, he also was fascinated with comedy and was like one of these people who's like, you got to be able to take it, and was like, I'm mean and like deal with it. Like, can you handle? And I'm like, oh my God, this personality type is so fucking tiring.
So he's like heckling you in real life.
Yes.
Like not even during a show.
Right.
Just interpersonally, he has heckler energy.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit. And he's like heroin chic asshole guy.
Yeah, heroin chic asshole guy. During the indie sleaze time, this guy was absolutely raking in pussy.
Yeah.
And now he lives with this girl, and we're just talking like texting. They send me videos of them having sex. Very rough. But again, I'm like, you know what? I feel nothing. Let's meet up with these fucking lunatics.
Yeah.
I thought she was really cool. At the end of this story, she does not a fan of me. So sorry, goth lady with the shitty boyfriend. He sucked. But
yeah.
So I'm like, all right, they're like, let's meet up at a dog park. We'll chat and like see if there's a vibe type thing.
Okay.
And like, again, masked up in a dog park with this like weird goth couple. He's wearing like a suit, I think. I just remember being like, cool, kind of crazy. And then he starts talking about how he like, when they met, he was cheating. We had another girlfriend. He was cheating with her, and how he used to do crack, and like he's sober now, but he's like not sure if he killed a guy.
This is what he opens with?
Yes.
Yeah. He's like, so look, I used to do crack. I'm sober now. I've been cheating on people my whole life, and I may have killed a guy.
I know.
That's how he opens?
That's how he opens.
And you're like, all right.
I'm like, ow, wah. I'm like, hey, have you met my friend with the knife hands? I think you guys would kind of connect. No, I still had the wherewithal a little bit at this point. But it's like, it was crazy that I was meeting up with these people. You know what I mean? Again, like health-wise, I don't know this fucking guy. Luckily, my anxiety and like better sense did take over. I talked to them. It was mostly, I'm like, this guy's a bad hang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't even really the risk, if I'm being honest. It was just like, I don't want to talk to this fucking
This guy
loser.
was so lame that he transcended your risky behavior, hypomania-induced hypersexuality.
Yeah, I was like, God, even in this state of turbo horniness, the idea of having to talk to you after this it's not...
I'm pretty sure the medical term is hypersexuality, but I do prefer turbo horniness.
A doctor being like,
you have
medically turbo horniness.
You have medically induced turbo horniness. Turbo horniness.
Using the power of turbo horniness, we will bring the world together.
I'm so sorry to tell you. You suffer from turbo horniness.
You're terminally turbo horny.
Terminally turbo horny.
I mean, there's no other way to describe this state of being. It is absolutely insatiable and crazy.
Yeah.
You know, fucking drug dealers too. Like the gang's all here. You know, just unsavory characters all around, and also, honestly, cool people. You know what I mean? I get nothing against drug dealers. I got nothing against guys with claws. It's just not your. It's not your. Safest bet.
No.
But so I'm like, I like leave the dog park, and they text me being like, "Hey, you were cool. Do you actually want to come over now?" And I'm like, oh, I guess I passed their test. But I'm like, no, I can't talk to this man for more than 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fucking out. So, and I wasn't feeling well, like stomach-wise, whatever. So I was like, I'm not feeling well, and I blew it off. Fine. But then I'm still turbo horny, and I'm walking around Long Island City just being like, I miss my city. I miss being alive. Like, I got all turbo hornied up for these fucking goths, and they sucked, or he sucked. And so I'm just kind of like, you know when you're just walking around hypomanic and you're just kind of like, let's see what happens.
Oh yeah. let's just free flow.
Yeah, you did totally.
Let's just be let loose into the world and spin around and interact with some people.
Exactly.
And see what happens.
Let's just slither around.
Yeah, I remember the night Barack Obama won the presidency. I was manic. I was in the Lower East Side.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah, and then I go across the street to the pizza place. There's a guy out there selling Coke.
Yeah.
And he goes, I got samples. I'm like, I want some Coke. Give me a sample.
Absolutely.
Snort the whole bag. He goes, that's $60. I go, I don't have any money. Barack Obama's president. And then I gave him a hug.
Okay.
And then he was just in shock, and I just walked away. I was like, bye. And then I proceeded to just spin around and just give every person their own personal little comedy show.
Yeah, you're like a little pixie.
And everybody loved me.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're fun as fuck.
Yeah, you're like clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, yeah. And by the way, that's a great story from that guy. He's like, I'm trying to sell Coke. This insane
crazy little white
guy
just spins up to me, takes the Coke and spins away.
Does all my drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gives me a hug. I hugged him.
Yeah.
He was like a scary guy. He was a scary guy.
Maybe that's the hug that he's needed.
Yeah. Yeah.
His whole life.
It was a shock.
Yeah.
I think he was stoked that Barack Obama was president as well. That's
he's like,
why
let's let this slide.
Let's let this slide.
Yeah. This guy voted for Barack Obama, it seems. You know what? Let's let you shine on, crazy diamond.
Yeah.
You drug stealing little white guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was definitely giving, as the kids say, I'll take all your drugs and give you a hug energy.
Yeah.
Hugs not drugs. Or hugs and drugs. So I go to the water, and there's a guy with a coffee cart, like a little vendor. And he's like kind of closing up for the day, but he's like, yeah, I can still get you something. And he was hot as fuck. Hot as fuck.
The coffee vendor guy?
The coffee vendor guy. Oh my God. You don't even, it's crazy. You thought my little goth park adventure was crazy. You don't even know crazy.
Dude, you've never told me about this. This is some risky behavior with the coffee guy.
So he's like blue collar kind of energy. He's from New York also.
Not making a big deal
not
of
making
it.
Being
playing it cool. It's not his whole identity.
And being like, hey, you're
like
welcome
the heroin
here.
chic guy.
Yeah, you fucking loser. This guy served in the army, and he's welcoming me, which we'll get into.
Okay.
So I'm drinking, gets me a hot chocolate. I'm drinking it, and I am like flirting so hard. Also, if this guy wasn't into it, I was being very he was into it, but like, I'm like cornering this guy who's just trying to like make a living.
This hot chocolate's so sweet.
Like it was, dude, it was not far off from that.
It's also sweet. You for giving me this hot chocolate.
Like, absolutely.
Do you like sweet things?
Yeah.
People tell me I'm sweet.
Yes.
I'm turbo horny right now.
Yes. I was throwing it at him for sure. For sure. But he was into it.
Sure.
Yeah, there was also just like this, again, I was turbo horny, but there was this like, people were outside. There was this kind of like, everyone was like, oh, like there was this guy passed by with pizza. He gave us a slice. We're like, how you doing?
Everything's working out.
I was fucking psyched.
This is like a post-apocalyptic paradise.
Yeah, it was. It really felt like anything could happen.
It's a magical time.
It was.
Yeah.
There was a freedom to it.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm turbo horny. He's picking up. He's into it for sure. But then he's like, do you want to hang out? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, I got to go put my coffee truck away.
Hell yeah.
So you wait here and I'll come back with my car. I'm like, nice. Second vehicle.
That's awesome.
And so I don't know so from what I learned during our initial conversation, he's from New York. After 9/11, he joined the army because he was all like, my country.
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
For sure. And so, but then he was like, I don't know.
And he's like, my country.
Exactly. We're the baddies.
Yeah.
And so then he like started doing like spy stuff. Like I think he turned into a, was it not Black Rock. There was like a hired,
yeah. They changed their name. They changed their name to Academy, and then they changed it to ZXE.
Oh, yeah.
Blackwater.
Blackwater, yes.
Yeah.
So he was working for like Blackwater type
Became like a
places.
mercenary.
Yes, he became a mercenary, and he was
A
talking about
private
like
contractor, excuse me.
what was it?
A private contractor.
Right,
They
yeah.
prefer, yeah. But
Paid gun.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be honest about it.
Sure.
So I'm like, you've killed people, and he's like, I can't say it. I'm like, you've totally killed
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, people who have, if you can't say
Yeah.
means kill people.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. So I'm like, this hot murderer is really fun. And he's talking about like
Oh my God.
sleeping in like a bunk bed in like Brazil, just with like an AK-47 above his bed or something. And I'm like, hot. I will say there's something about when you're frightened as a woman, there is something about like conservative or traditionally machismo dudes that like makes you feel safe. Like I don't know what it's like. He'll kill someone for me.
I think maybe it's the ability to kill somebody.
Yeah, probably.
So
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
probably
Pretty
what it
simple.
is,
Yeah, and I was
you
like,
know?
I need a man who can kill.
Yeah, yeah.
That was pretty much my.
These are
objective.
crazy times. I need this mercenary.
I need the guy with the knife hands and the mercenary.
Yeah, I need to be under the wing of these dragons.
Yeah, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
So, but and then he did like private security, but he was like, I do the coffee thing just because I can't sleep at night, so I just need to like always be working. So, because he's murdered people and is haunted by it. It's like crazy.
Oh my God. Yeah, dude. He's got all sorts of like PTSD and trauma and all
regrets,
sorts of deep regrets and crazy shit going on.
And a fabulous hot chocolate.
So he stays fabulous hot chocolate, and so he stays up working a coffee vendor job.
Yeah.
because he wants to avoid the demons.
Yes, which
Damn,
I can understand that.
that's crazy though. That's interesting.
Yeah, and he then ended up working as a security detail for the United Nations, and then somehow ended up getting involved in private equity. Like this man is just like fully.
The old private equity / coffee vendor Venn diagram. You don't see that too often.
No, and I'm like, this is all very full of shit seeming, but you're so hot and I really don't care.
Yeah.
And he also, so now he owns his own contracting company.
Okay. Is this true?
Yes. So I researched him afterwards. If the internet is to be trusted, this guy's story is true.
Really?
He is this dude. He's just one of these like, yeah, I mean, he's got something mentally going on. Who knows? But he's just like a man with a past.
It sounds like that reality television show when the CEO goes and like works as like a regular
undercover boss.
Undercover boss. He's got real undercover boss vibes.
Yes, he does. He was just, oh my God, he was so hot. And I was like, I'll get in your car. So he takes his coffee truck back. I'm like,
You're just waiting there?
I'm just wandering around waiting. I'm like, up at the waterfront, just being like, I'm so hyped that I'm actually potentially getting laid.
Yeah.
I'm like, the first round was a fucking failure, but
wow, you just manifested another opportunity.
it was so magical. I'm getting excited talking about it right now. It was such a bad idea. It was such a bad idea.
So
but
he showed up with the car?
he showed up with a car. Nice car.
Yeah.
Our truck. Yes. I was in a total of 2 cars with him. So he shows up with a truck first. So crazy.
And you get in the truck?
I get right away. I'm in the truck. Again, like masks, who knows, who cares?
Sure.
Turbo sexual energy, just like really in the driver's seat. And so he's like, I have to go. We have to take my truck because he uses the truck to pull the coffee cart. He's like, I have to take the truck back to my contractor site so we can get into my second car. And I'm like, totally.
Tracks.
Yeah, why not? And we're driving, we're listening to like jazz or something, like really
jazz. Okay. Smooth jazz.
Yeah, maybe like jazz with like a African beat, a little something like
Afro beat.
Yeah.
You're getting primed up.
I'm getting fucking wet. And then he goes. So then I'm like, where do you live? And then once I'm into the second vehicle, which I think was also a BMW or maybe a Mercedes, it was a nice car. I'm like, how am I finding all these absolute fucking freak shows with money seemingly? Like, I don't know. Also, like a construction company, is it a front? What are you up to with that? You know what I mean?
Sure,
I'm
who
like,
knows?
all these people just seem fake.
Yeah.
And
Isn't it crazy how the characters come out of the woodworks for
yes,
this stuff?
they find
the
you.
people that you interact with when you're hypomanic, it's just like bizarre.
You've got like a beacon going that like only they can hear.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember one time I hung out with this like 70-something-year-old artist who was just drinking Tito's, and we were just getting like shit-faced off of like Tito's vodka or tequila or something.
Oh.
And he gave me one of his paintings, and he was just this insane but very talented artist.
Yeah.
And he had this like old man wiry strength where he's like, arm wrestle me.
Yeah.
And I tried to, and then he's like, use both your arms. And he fucking destroyed me. I don't know. I forgot about that. But anyway.
There's so many fun characters you
So
meet.
many weird. I met this like Japanese guy who was just so shit-faced that he could barely speak, but we ended up going to Koreatown together and getting Korean barbecue, and then he made me pay for everything.
Of course.
And I just like spun around with him. He's another artist. Like weird.
There's
shit.
a lot of very interesting people.
Yeah.
If you open your third eye and your pussy,
Things can get weird.
Things get weird, but they're fun. They're interesting. If you don't die, it's a great story.
Yeah.
So we're in vehicle number 2, and I'm like, oh, where do you live? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I live in Queens with my girlfriend. And I'm like,
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, would your girlfriend be, I was like, is it an open relationship? Would your girlfriend be cool with me being in your car right now? And he was like, she's okay with me making new friends. And I'm like,
Oh, that's a little vague.
Okay, sure. Some lady you met on the street is your friend.
Yeah.
Crazy. He's also well into his 40s. I'm like, you are making decisions, sir.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to find a bar. I don't drink, but I guess that's our date that we're going to go find a bar. Nothing's open, obviously. It's like Queens, pandemic, like 10 p.m.
Did you feel any compulsion to drink in this hypomanic state?
No, I think sex was booze at this point.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
I just know at this point that booze is not going to be a good idea. So it's just kind of like whatever. It's not even going to be fun. So who cares?
Okay.
You know,
I mean, that's good that it's that locked in.
and when you're sober for so long, you just are like, it's clearly not the solution to your problems.
Yeah.
So then it just becomes, oh, I'm going to do this thing and feel guilty and shitty and weird during it. Like, it's not even fun anymore.
Yeah. You know what the solution to your problems is? It's a guy who's murdered people for money in Brazil.
Yes. It's not the solution.
Who's got really good hot chocolate.
Okay, great hot chocolate, great car, money in the bank.
Yeah.
Girlfriend.
Yeah, he's living it.
Yeah, I mean, also, like, I've never been in a... I have a big fucking issue with cheating. Because my dad cheated, so, like, no matter how hypomanic I am, I just... It's like a moral line for me. But I'm sure there's people who've been hypomanic who've cheated or manic, and it's like... You're not in your right mind. You know what I mean? So it's like, had I cheated with this guy, I would have been like, yeah, you were like impaired.
Sure.
I didn't, but like I can absolutely understand how someone would do that. And it sucks, but it happens. So
wait, so he goes, she's cool with me making new friends. You sniff that out as bullshit.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and then what happened?
And so then he's like, let's find a bar. We can't find a bar. And he's like, you know what? Where I love to go. And I'm like, where? He goes, Randall's Island. And I go, great.
What?
And I'm like, okay, so now I'm in the car with the cheating guy, and I'm like, fuck. Like, it's starting to be like, okay, now we're going to an island together.
Yeah.
Mistake. And so, but I'm still kind of I'm torn at this point, because I'm like, well, I'm not going to fuck you because you have a girlfriend, but I want to, but I'm not going to. So there's not really as much in this for me. And now I'm in your car and we're going to an island. Oops.
Yeah, you're at an impasse.
Yes, I'm at it. I can't tuck and roll out of his car.
No, you can't. So what do?
You go to Randall's Island,
you
dude.
do. Yeah, you
in the
do.
middle of the night. And you can drive onto Randall's Island.
Okay.
So there's like a freeway, highway type thing. We drive right in. I do remember he parks and he runs out and like opens the door for me. And I'm like, well, he's not going to kill me. He's a gentleman.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a man of the services.
He only kills for money.
Right.
He's not going to kill you for free.
Right. Put a bounty on my head at least.
I love that you were like, yeah, then he got really, wary of the American government, so he went and worked for Blackwater. What?
I know. Logically, when you want to fuck someone, you really give a lot of grace.
A lot of leeway.
For their murderous...
Well, maybe he was trying to work from within the organization to reform it.
Right. He was a spy.
Yeah.
Who was going to dismantle it from the inside.
He's going to dismantle it from the inside.
He's like a black person who becomes a cop. To be
sure.
So we get to the island. He opens the door. We're sitting on the grass, looking out into the water into New York City. Again, cool, apocalyptic. We're talking. It's like, what do you think? It was very like, was it in a lab? Is it a bioweapon? We're talking about.
Oh, you guys
COVID.
were talking about stuff like that?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, okay.
And he was like, as someone who used to work, in like this world, he's like, it's absolutely a bioweapon, like,
Oh, I'm sure you loved hearing that.
Sure, yeah, I love that. I'm like, great. When's the next bioweapon dropping?
Yeah.
Maybe I should just fuck this guy because we're all going to die. And... there was and then we start getting deep again, like to your point, when you're like running around meeting all these characters, you've no social filter, so you're just asking them like whatever you want,
Sure.
The barriers of social, propriety are completely gone. So I'm like, oh, so like, what's your story, whatever? And he was like, yeah, I had like a wife before my girlfriend, and we have children, but I abandoned them.
He said abandoned?
Yes. He abandoned his child for like 5 years, maybe more. And he's like back in now. But like, he's like, it's my deepest shame. And I'm like, totally. Yeah. I'm going to die. This man is telling me all his secrets and then die with me.
He's telling me all his secrets and he's going to take me out and take himself out. He's clearing his conscience in front of me.
The last right.
The last rites.
Fuck.
Oh my God, that's really funny.
Oh, we're sitting there and I'm like, and I want, like, there's a palpable sexual tension between the two of us. And he was definitely doing things where he would like stare at me for a while, like try to keep eye contact. And I was just like, nope, absolutely not. Nope, nope. And so I'm like, if he tries to rape you, at least he won't kill you. Like doing the math on.
Oh my God.
It is scary. Like but I also had a knife in my bag during a lot of the pandemic too. So I was like, but you can stab it. Like I'm doing all these scenarios. I'm like, what am I? I'm going to stab this man who's jacked, bigger than me. I'm going to whip out a knife. I've never stabbed someone, but I'm going to whip out a knife.
He's a mercenary. I feel like he might be able to disarm you of the knife.
Immediately stab me. But I'm like, I'll grab it. I'll slit his throat. I'll jump in the car. I can't drive.
What the fuck, Andrea?
I know.
This is reckless.
So reckless. But I snake charmed my way out of it. I think he knew, like, once the girlfriend reveal happened, I think he was pretty sure. He was trying it on, but he wasn't forcing the issue, which, thank you. Shout out.
Yeah.
Both of these do. I mean, Claus is more of a person who's actually like, I know him and he's a friend, and he's not like I would never feel threatened around him. This guy I have never seen since, and I'm like, I wouldn't say you're a good guy.
Yeah.
I think you're a bad man, but you did not push the envelope, which was good. It could have been really bad.
Yeah.
So then he's like, the night's coming to a close. It's clear I'm not putting out. So he's like, do you want me to drive you home? And I was like, totally. Gave him a different address as to where I lived.
Yeah.
So still a little bit of, logic floating around the noggin. And he lets me out of the car. I'm like, I fucking made it. And we just stood on a corner of a street and we just hugged. And it was so weird, but intimate. And like, it was dark. It was just like one street light. And it was just like, beautiful.
Wow.
Like, held each other.
So you allowed him to emotionally cheat on his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if I was his girlfriend, I would not be thrilled.
It's almost worse.
It's so fucked up. It's crazy.
This was like a deep, meaningful connection you guys made with each other to kind of just be there to feel less alone during these trying times.
I know secrets about him that no one in his life knows.
Yeah.
I know about his the way the murders that hang over his head, the reason why he works at that coffee truck, the abandoning of his son. It's like,
and then
his
just
regret
a real
over joining the armed
his regrets of joining the armed forces, and then just a deep emotional connection through a long hug.
The longest hug of all time.
The longest hug of your life.
A hug at the end of the world.
An end of the world hug that he shared with you instead of his significant other.
Yeah.
That is worse than just you guys getting down in the park.
It's way worse. It's way deeper. It's so deep.
Yeah.
And he gave me his business card.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
he
was
business card.
Why not?
At the end, he's take my card.
Take my card for my contracting business, which is certainly arms dealing.
Yeah. He gave you his card.
And I walked. I was like, oh, I'll walk and whatever. And then I like walked up to a door, like waited to see. He'd driven off, and I was like, nice. And then I walked back a few blocks to my place. I was living in like Long Island City in an area just lovingly riddled with hookers.
Okay.
And it was me and the sex workers in like a very strange. Long Island City is like kind of empty and haunted.
Sure.
It's not like a warm neighborhoody place.
Oh,
it's
absolutely
like
not.
very strange.
It's in Queens, for those of you who don't know. It's not in Long Island.
Yeah, yes.
And it's just north of Greenpoint, Brooklyn. It's
old
the southern
factories and
south
like
neighborhood. Yeah.
cab repair
Queens.
places. It's if you're insane, it's definitely like, did I die and I'm here and this is hell?
Yeah, it's got weird industrial abandoned vibes, but then also a bunch of luxury buildings that are not filled.
Which is even crazier.
Which is weird,
and
that
then
are like empty.
They move the sex workers to hotels and these buildings because they get like grants from the city. So you're seeing like a woman who's got a lot of miles on her.
Yeah.
Just coming out of a luxury condo, smoking a cig, and you're like, weird?
Yeah,
this is all
weird.
odd. The makeup of the place is odd. So I'm spun out in a very spun out.
I had a severe
scenario.
manic episode, and that 2008 episode was in Long Island City.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was living in LIC.
God.
It was wild. I got kicked out of the whole neighborhood.
You got kicked out of the whole neighborhood?
Yeah, every place that I was like spin around to and was like acting all fucked up at, they all kicked me out. So I basically got kicked out of every place. And before that, people would call me like the mayor. They're like, "Oh, you're like the mayor of Long Island City. You know everybody."
And then you turned into a bad mayor.
And the mayor lost his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a wild tale. I'm so glad that you got out of it,
dude,
relatively unscathed.
Crazy. And also, even afterwards, I was looking at that card, and my friend and podcast co-host at the time was like, "You gotta rip that up," because I was thinking about it.
Wow.
I was thinking. I even texted him one time, being like, "Remember our breath," something like that. I mean, I don't know. Like,
did he text back?
Yeah. And then I never continued. I was like, all right, you got it.
Did you say, do you remember our special moment?
No. I'm sure I was like, hey.
Yeah.
Sending a selfie like, what's up?
Yeah.
I was flirting. And I have like very hard boundaries with cheating, but I was thinking about it.
Yeah, but I mean, you were hypomanic.
For sure.
Your judgment was off.
But that's I was so hypomanic that I was like, maybe. And my friend Tracy at the time was like, no. She's Italian. She's like, get the fuck out. I'm going to pick you up in my car. You're not fucking this murderer's married. And I'm like...
I know Tracy. You made her even more Italian.
Yeah, I
than
know.
She is.
She's so Italian in my mind.
Yeah.
Are you going to cheat on this guy who's married in his coffee? What are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm doing Jewish now, but...
Do you know that I think it's happened multiple times. I just remember one specifically. I've hooked up in the psych ward.
Oh my God. That does happen.
Yeah, and it's very, very frowned upon.
Sure, no. Not part of your healing journey to use sex as a drug with other people who are not doing well.
Yeah. It was
Did you keep in touch?
Well, there's two now I can remember two situations. One was in this hospital in DC. It was just a one-time isolated thing. And then
what was her vibe? What did she look like? Do you remember, like, sort of?
Yeah, she was like I don't know if she was like a light-skinned black woman with perky little breasts. Hot, yeah. Like she was very cute. And I just like I can't believe I'm gonna say this. I was just playing with her tits.
Very nice.
And then she was like, you know, touching my
your pichuline.
yeah.
That's fun.
That was fun in the hospital. We were lonely.
Do you know why she was there?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
And then there was somebody that I met at the hospital in New York, and we didn't hook up in the hospital, but then after the fact, she showed up at a comedy show.
Sure.
And then we started hooking up for a while.
Was she cool?
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah. There's cool people from the psych ward, you know, but
and we have that weird shared experience.
Yeah,
you know,
that's a trauma bond for sure.
Yeah.
I've known people who have had psych ward long-term relationships and didn't know well, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Where's that person now? Do you know?
I don't, but I mean, I know she's doing well. She was like, I don't know what field she was getting into, maybe getting into the medical field or the social work field or something, but she's really cool, yeah.
All right, see, Claus is still cool. This other guy, not so much, but I ripped up the card because I'm like, I don't trust myself to have access to this information, but I did find him on Facebook.
All right.
Still hot.
Yeah.
So
That's
hot.
crazy.
Don't tell my husband.
Mr. Hot Chocolate, who's murdered people. Soft on the eyes.
Yes.
Murderer and hot chocolate? Oh my goodness.
You piqued my interest.
You're making my turbo horniness go overdrive.
He was, yeah, but it was so, like, if I had gone missing,
Let's go to Randall's Island.
That was go missing ass behavior.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there are people with bipolar disorder who have done risky sexual stuff and probably have ended up dead or in a really bad situation. It's like...
It's really scary to think about. But
it is.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I lived...
You lived...
I lived...
To tell the tale. You lived to podcast the tale.
Yeah, man. Oh, and I forgot this. The cool goth girl and her unbearable boyfriend, who was certainly not being nice to her. I was just like, this man is horrible. And he was like living with her, but like not paying rent. Like I just got the appraisal of the situation. I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
You're cool. He sucks. Pass. And she listened to my podcast talking about this. And she sent me a seething message being like, you fucking bitch. Like, you're not living. You're just like gathering people, like, experiences to exploit. And I'm like, yeah. Again, duh.
And I'm really good at it.
But also, I'm like, what is comedy and performance if not talking about your life? Sorry that you don't like the way that you were portrayed or that you didn't enjoy the layer of truth I was exposing about your also potentially murderous boyfriend.
Yeah.
It was a night of murder.
Yeah. And that guy sounds like he sucked terribly.
He sucked so badly.
And this poor woman obviously is damaged in some particular way that she's with somebody like that.
I know. And she was like lashing out at me and I was like, you're a little scary, so I'm going to like block you so this guy can't come and, you know, cut my tits off or whatever he gets into.
Whatever awful shit he's going to do.
Yeah, but I was like, that sucks, and you know, I didn't want to hurt her feelings, but I'm also like, yeah, dude, like, this is so not my fucking...
Yeah.
Sorry you met a lady on Field who's a podcaster. Who's not a podcaster on Field?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Field for hooking me up with some... Well, the second one was organic, but...
It was, I like that. That's a good word for it.
Yeah.
So it was organic. We organically...
we organically met.
Actually, you know what? that whole situation as organic as it gets.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
A deeply human experience.
A deeply human, spun out, hypomanic experience.
Yeah. And, you know.
I'm so glad you made it through to tell the tale of all these situations.
Thank you.
You know?
Yeah, God's looking out if there is one, you know.
He's looking out for you, baby.
Yeah, me and me only. But yeah, that's the episode, guys. John, where can they find you, follow you? Any closing thoughts? Anything you got?
Yes, I will just say I find it annoying that I am better at sex when I'm hypomanic and manic than in my right mind. I find that to be annoying, but whatever, it's fine. It's fine. You guys can find me at JFOD Loves You on all the platforms. JFOD Loves You. I have a big show August 14th, the Lower East Side. If you're in the New York area, you can find out about that on my social media. Or you can go to lithiumshow.com. Check out my stand-ups. Oh, thank you.
I've seen it twice.
Yes, because you're a good friend.
No, but it's been great. I look forward to it. It wasn't, you know, sometimes people invite you to their fucking show and you're like, God, brutal. But I look forward to it. I enjoyed it. So
Thank you.
It's a fantastic show. It's funny while being heartening, which especially for a white man, tough to pull off.
Thank God I'm mentally ill.
Yeah, thank God.
It's the only thing keeping me relevant. But it's called I'm on Lithium, a comedic journey about bipolar disorder. And yeah, I'm super proud of it.
It's great.
So you go to lithiumshow.com and you can also watch my stand-up special. Just type John JFOD. Oh, watch Episodic on YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel right now. Yeah. So just type John F. O'Donnell in there, you'll find it. And I know someone inquired about audio. Shut up. Watch it on YouTube. We don't have time. We're trying our best. We're trying our best. There's a lot. It's a lot. You know what I mean? We're doing our best. So if you want to listen to full episodes, find it on YouTube. If you spread the word and the show becomes massive, we'll set up a fucking RSS feed. But until that happens, YouTube. Also, it's fun. The video's great. Yeah, the video's great. Really and you can just listen to the audio from the video. Yeah. Don't be such a demanding. Wait, no, I mean they're just. I'm mean. Don't be. They're just. Don't be mean. I mean. By the way, there was also a person who made a long comment on one of the videos, being slightly critical of my attitude towards your manic episode, and boy, did I lash out at her. And yeah, I wrote a very kind, measured response. Yes, and then I just went, "This is fucking annoying." Yeah, but this person though has been supportive of my comedy. Before this podcast, and hopefully will continue to be supportive. Hey, fuck you. Disregard Andrea's middle finger. Hey, fuck you. You're annoying. You're cool. It was such a great sample of the way that we behave in life and on the internet. Yeah. You're so measured and gracious, and I'm so rude and mean and don't care. Why? Like, you know what I do? Even if I get a negative comment on TikTok, I just heart it. I know. There's like no proper way. I try to kill them with kindness. Yes, which is great. And I try to kill them with meanness. Yeah. And that is the dichotomy. I've earned it. Andrea Comedy 69. If you want me to be rude to you on the internet, or be nice, as long as you play nice, I'll play nice. Andrea Comedy 69 across all platforms. Watch the show on YouTube. It is very fun and cool. And what I want to say too is, after this episode, I think we definitely do not have to say that we're not mental health professionals. My father and my aunt, I talked to my dad, and he's like, "Oh, we watched the last episode. We thought we really enjoyed it." Oh, good. Pretty sure I'm gonna be like, "You might wanna." On this one? Skip this one. I don't know. Maybe your dad likes a good story. Maybe he does, because it is a good story. I'm not going to say skip it. I'm going to say, so, you know, we talked about a lot of salacious stuff. Yeah. But this was fun. It was great. Yeah. Great as always. All right. You stay crazy. Peace out.